What's up, everybody? Welcome to Restoring Families Internet Radio Network. I'm your host, Brian Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the one-year anniversary of the so-called insurrection that happened in Washington, D.C. And for those that know me, know that I was actually down there in D.C. during that day. And I tell you what, me personally, I still today get the hairs on my arms standing up thinking about this day because I just could not believe what I had witnessed. Now, I don't know for anyone who's just watched Mark Ludwig's live feed, I was down there with him. I was down there with Cash Jackson and C.G. Abernathy. I know Connie Reguli, Kimberly Lau was also down there from Virginia. And it's just so many people that we know were actually there that witnessed this. And it can actually tell you that this wasn't just Trump supporters. There was Antifa in the mix. There was BLM in the mix. It was just a mixture of different people. But what I really wanted to do tonight is to reflect and recap on exactly what happened. And I'm going to be going through the footage that I personally shot this day. And as we're going through this, we're going to start right from the beginning. You'll see Mark. You'll hear he and I talking at the very beginning. And you'll see me as the barricade gets knocked down. And I'm sitting there just turning the camera back and forth going, should I go? Should I stay? You know, I was in my mind, I'm sitting there singing the song, should I stay or should I go now? But I did. I went up. I got up on the steps. I got all the way up to the top. I even got footage from inside the doorway. I never went inside the Capitol building, but I did get up to the top of the steps and about 5 feet away from the actual door. So we're just going to go ahead and get right up into this. And so this is literally, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for those that are going to be watching this, you know, this could trigger some things. So fair warning. Viewer discretion is advised. There is some language, so don't have kids nearby. So it's not kid friendly at all with the language. But yeah, I just want you all to see the footage that I was able to get. Now, when this starts, Mark and I are already on the east side of the Capitol building. Before we even got down there, we are actually at the Washington Monument where Trump was actually doing his speech at the Ellipse. And we left that in the middle of his speech to head to the Capitol because we were going to meet up with our contacts for the permanent event that we were attending on the east side. And so that's the reason why we were even there. So I was there under RFIRN. I was also there with VLN. I was also there under Americans for Equal Share Parenting with Mark Ludwig. So, but yeah, this is the footage that I was able to get. And this is before the insurrection even started. So we're just, steady, just standing around. Oh, here we go. Come on. So, matter of fact, I'm going to turn the volume up so you guys can hear it as well. And I'm going to be talking in the whole process.
Yeah, I don't know enough officially yet. I'm just reading what other people wrote. I don't like
So right now we're all just standing around, just talking. You know, we're waiting for our contact to get a hold of us about where the stages were supposed to be. And then next thing you know, I hear Mark, which you'll see in the video here, and then they goes, Brian, look. You know, because he gets up. Yeah, here we go. They're already pointing over there.
In the very front center.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Yeah, see? They're trying to break through. So you'll see there goes Mark right there. He stands up.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they're trying to break through. Right there, right over here in the center. So right over here, they're trying to break through. The flag's actually in the way. But I do get down and I get around so you guys can see a little bit more. Right here. So right here is where they're trying to break through.
No, I didn't say that. But at the same time, yeah.
So this is during the entire time Trump is still speaking on the ellipse. So look at all the police. This is literally all the police they have here. Now they got some over here, but you can see them. They're all spread out over here. There was nobody here. There was nobody over where Mark was, because I went up about 15, 20 feet from him. So there was no officers at that point right where we are. Anyone could have broke through right here or down where Mark was. Like I said, there was no police there. All the officers are right there. But they finally get it calmed down. They bring up one of the ambulances to help, as well as the fire truck. You'll see one of the ambulances come up here in just a moment. This is just crazy. You know, I never expected to witness any of this. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, here it goes right here. There's one of the ambulances right there that they're bringing over here. But yeah, there was just not enough officers to even secure this side of the Capitol building. The majority of the officers were on the west side. And you'll see that later. I'll show you footage of that side too. Because Mark and I did work our way around there. But at this time, you know, Pence, Pelosi, and everybody in the Senate, they're actually in chambers right now.
It's like when somebody skates onto the baseball diamond, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. So now I'm going back over to where Mark's at. As you can see, very little officers. Very little. Very little. There's Mark right there.
I like it.
So this is right before they actually broke down the barricade. This was just insane. Like I said, Mark and I were there for a permanent event on the east side, waiting for our contacts who were in the Capitol. They were inside the Capitol building. We were just waiting to get word from them on where the stage was going to be and everything because it hadn't been set up yet. But since I was there, I said I might as well get some B footage. But see, now they're trying to bring out more barricades. See, there's the fire trucks right there. They're trying to help, you know, stop people from busting through. This right here is part of Pence's motorcade. Let me go ahead and fast forward just a little bit.
I did.
I want to get to where they actually, where they're actually starting to break through. Oh, here we go. Oh, let me go back just a little bit. Here we go. All right, so here they are. Now they're starting to break through. You watch the barricade. The barricade comes crashing down. So the officers are just too overwhelmed. Yep, there goes the barricade. Now I'm standing there going, do I go or do I not go? Finally, I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going. I'm going to get this footage. At this point, we know our event's not going to happen. So, but I'm taking my time. I'm trying to, just get everything that's happening around me. See? You hear me right there? So they just broke down the barricade. So officers now are up here on the steps. They're trying to secure it. They're not going to be able to. There's just too many people out here. But I get up here eventually to the first tier, and then up to the second, where I'm actually 5 feet away from that door right there, which they actually do break into. This is just insane.
We're here for lunch. But we don't want to hurt you. Just know we don't want to hurt you.
Look, the officers are just allowing them to do it. They're not even trying to stop them. Yeah, they're not even trying to stop them, really. Going fast forward a little bit more. So yeah, they're trying to stop them going up the steps now, but it's not working. It's impossible. You got a guy up here taking pictures of everyone that's here. Pretty sure they got mine. But everyone that had a cell phone out there was being traced anyway. They're already in the net. This was just insane. I'm sitting there going, what is happening? Here they go. Now they're pushing through. There was just no way for the officers to stop this. There was just too many people. There was just too many. Matter of fact, I even talked to one of the officers that was right there on the first tier. So right now, I'm getting up on the first tier. I'm getting around the fence that's right there. You'll see the officer in just a moment. This was just insane. Look, you got people standing on top of Pence's motorcade. By this time, they got Mike Pence, they got Pelosi, they got all the members of Congress. They're all going through the tunnels to get out of there. But you just saw the officer right there on the tier. But I stay up here for a little bit on the tier before I head up more. Matter of fact, I didn't start going higher until after Alex Jones showed up. You'll see that here in a moment. So there's the officer, I told you. Yep, now they're starting to do the tear gas and smoke grenades. Mark at this point is somewhere over here. Yeah, this was just insane this day. Like I said, I just happened to be down there for an event that never took place because of this. But there's the door right there that everyone's trying to get into. You know, I don't condone any of this. Let me go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. Want to get to where Alex Jones is coming up. Where is it at? Nope, a little too far. All right, so Alex Jones is going to be right over here. Right there, you actually see him right there. I actually get up close to him. There he is. This is history now I never thought I would have to be able to see. This is, like I said, this is insane.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
Yeah, I told you there's some language. But there's the door again. They're trying to break through. But yeah, once again, seems like any time that I'm at an event like this, I always get up next to Alex Jones. I actually got to interview him very briefly at CPAC 2020 when we were there for Americans for Equal Share Parenting event.
Excuse me, guys. I'll switch spots with you. Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Guys, I'm telling you, Trump's not going to come and we don't come down. Let's be peaceful. You're doing a great job. Everybody be peaceful.
See? Even he's telling people to be peaceful.
USA! 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 USA!
No, he's not calling for destruction or anything. Just like Trump never stated anything about causing destruction or anything.
Hey, Alex.
Of course, we all know he's always about the New World Order. But yeah, he didn't stay very long. He stayed for maybe 10 minutes and then he was gone. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Hey, are you with him? Kind of. I'm with that security guys. Oh. Hey, tell me look up Henry. I think Brad was the first one.
Try to get around these flags because I actually get, like I said, 5 feet away from the door. It was to the point where I literally had to turn around and tell people to stop pushing me because I didn't want to go in. I was just trying to get footage of inside the door. But look, windows broken out there. Just one was attempted to be broken out. Of course, now they're singing. Yeah, this was just insane. Again, this is what I witnessed. This is my footage. All right, now they got the doors open.
Let him through. Let him through. Let him through. Let him through. Let him
So you're getting squished, I will tell you that. I actually had 2 guys that were behind me that were acting as a wedge to stop people from pushing me in. Like I said, I didn't want to go in. I was just trying to get footage of the inside, though.
Yeah, man.
We don't turn the fuck off. Let's get in.
Yeah, one guy just tried to assault an officer, but other people stopped him.
You gotta go.
Like I said, if there's kids around, please get them out of the room.
You gotta go. Time for a fucking revolution.
Watch your tripod.
People are knocking in the tripod.
USA! USA! folks.
It was.
Pushy. I had to turn my selfie stick off because it's getting knocked around too much. I have to hold it by hand.
So there you go. There's a better look on the inside. I said people were getting in through the south side as well, and they were just being let in. Officers would just literally open the door, just let them walk right on in. There was a guy that came out with the bullhorn. You'll see him in a minute. I actually did talk to him briefly. But he's pretty much telling everybody to we got our message across. Let's, get back. And, they're giving everybody a chance to get out. If you're still in here within an hour, they're going to start charging people. But you'll see that in just a moment. Go ahead and fast forward it.
Good job, folks.
Yep, I already passed it.
Oh, good job.
See, we made a point and don't mess up anything in the house.
They're locking the things right now. And anybody that's stayed in front, they're letting us all get out. So the cop just told me, he's like, hey, they're closing all the exits. It's a guy. He's like, man, I wish I was here with you. He was like, y'all made y'all's point. I promise you, we've already evacuated everybody.
See?
Y'all would just step outside.
They had already evacuated everybody.
They're not arresting anybody.
There's too many of them. There's too many of them.
But doesn't mean they're not going to arrest them later.
He just told us that that they're closing off the exits. Anybody
With all the cameras in there, they got facial recognition. Trust me. And we all know what's happened over the past year. On all the arrests that they've already made, the convictions that have already been done. This is one of the reasons why I didn't want to go in the Capitol. Go inside the Capitol building itself. But at this point, I'm done. I started heading out.
Keep in mind, they had to steal it before we could get it right.
Yeah, they start singing the national anthem again. Seems like every 20 minutes they sung the national anthem. They all weren't together either. Yeah, there's quite a few people out there. But yeah, I finally get off the steps and I'm walking back over where Mark and I officially got separated after the barricade. Look, you can see the barricade right here. That was the barricade. We're literally standing like right here. Excuse me.
All right, I can't find Mark. I'm going to give him a call, though.
So yeah, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, like wow. Now that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning of this whole, shenanigans here. There's a couple more videos I'm going to play. Actually, it's one more. It's only about 42 minutes long. Of course, I'm going to skip through some of it because like I said, I'm not trying to drag this out. I'm just trying to show things that I witnessed. I'm not going through what Mark witnessed. I'm not going through what Cash witnessed. I'm only going through based upon what I witnessed, what I was able to catch on film. And I tell you what, the things that I caught on film, I still to this day, literally, I can't believe to what I witnessed. This so-called insurrection. Why were there not enough police officers there? Why wasn't the National Guard, called in way ahead of time? Well, we know the head of the Capitol Police, the National Guard, the general of the National Guard, they all went to Pelosi. Even the city, chief went to Pelosi to look, we're gonna send you some more personnel. They're like, no, we don't need it. She denied any assistance that could have prevented all this from happening. That's the reason why there was only a limited amount of police officers out there that day. Now, the majority of them that were on the east side went to the west side because that's where most of the stuff was going on, where it all started. But because of that, people knew that the east side wasn't going to be that much secured, so it would be easier to to enter the Capitol building that way. So, yeah, Pelosi is responsible for this happening because she did not plan accordingly. She didn't think something like that. Well, no, she knew it was going to happen. This was no coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. This was no coincidence. They're all blaming Trump and Trump supporters, and we did this and did that. And first of all, I'm not a Trump supporter. I never liked the SOB myself. But do I think he was the better of the two evils of he and Hillary? Oh, absolutely. But I didn't vote for either one of them. I voted third party. And I will always vote third party because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm down the middle. I like certain things on both sides, but I lean more right than anything, but I vote down the middle. I can't vote for either of the parties because both sides act like 5-year-olds. And they don't do nothing for the American people. Matter of fact, they hinder the American people. And I'm not saying one side or the other. I'm saying both. But it's just sad, but like I said, that was just the beginning of that whole situation. Like I said, this all started, they're all breaking through the barriers and everything, all started before Trump even ended his speech. So they're blaming Trump, saying that he incited this riot. Where in his speech does he incite this riot? That's what I want to know. Because I was there for some of it, and there was actually, while Mark and I were waiting for our contact in the Capitol building to get a hold of us to tell us where the stage was going to be, Trump was still speaking at that time too. And we could hear somebody, they had it on their phone. They were playing it on their phone. And, he didn't tell, he's told everybody to walk up there peacefully, respectfully. But we got to show up in force. But he never said enter. He never said to destroy. One thing Mark was actually saying on his live feed before I started this one, excuse me, that there were Antifa members there. There were Antifa members out there in the mix. Matter of fact, one of our mutual friends, was there. They were heading to the Capitol building when two guys came up and snatched their flag and their hat off their heads and literally took off running. And about 30 yards up, they stopped and started waving the flag around, putting the hats on, started chanting Trump, Trump, Trump. They weren't Trump supporters. That's Antifa. That's Antifa trying to get in the mix. Also, BLM was there. We know that for a fact. All these people saying Antifa wasn't out there, neither was BLM. Yeah, they were. I was a witness to this. Mark was a witness to this. Cash and CJ, Kimberly Lau, Connie Reguli, you know, all of these individuals that we know in the family law reform movement, they were all there. They all saw it. They all witnessed it. Excuse me. Mouth gets dry and trying to talk and you cough. But like I said, that was just the beginning of it. Mark and I did meet back up on the east side, and we wound up working our way over to the north side, which is the Senate chamber side.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing.
So now we're on the north side, and you see a guy literally pick up a barrier and try to break into the door up here. You'll see it.
Let's work our way to the right.
Did I pass it already? I think I may have went too far.
What this is about.
Yeah, sorry, I went past it.
Stop damaging the building.
See, there it is right there.
Stop that guy. Stop it.
You hear people in the background, you're literally telling them to stop.
This is not what this is about.
Jesus.
Getting cottonmouth here. But yeah, so they're literally using a barricade to bring to bang on the doors, to bang on the windows, to break the windows and open the door.
Yeah.
You know, pepper spray and OC spray are starting to be thrown out. Smoke bombs were actually set off too. Mark actually had to book it out of there because of his asthma and everything. That the pepper spray and everything, he has to, you know, he can't get it on him. He can't inhale it, or else he'll have heart or breathing problems. But you'll hear it. You'll hear a couple booms. I pushed out to the right because if you look at the flags, it's all blowing towards the east. So I get away from the east. I push to the west, still getting some of this on film. All right, so they're breaking through right here. Let me pull it up bigger. So they're breaking through right here. But yeah, as soon as you start seeing the smoke and everything, you'll know, because I'll start pushing to the right. Because I am not breathing that stuff in. I've already had, being up on the steps, I had already been inhaling, you know, pepper spray and OC spray. Like I said, this is the north side of the Senate chambers. Now, the entire time that Mark and I are coming from the east side to the west, Cash and CJ are already up on the west side. They're up on the platform for the inauguration. They're on the south side, up next to the building, though. And I eventually meet up with them. But, yeah, but Mark and I get separated again here. Yeah, this was just insane.
Where'd he go? Is this Chad's friend?
Yeah, exactly. So you see, there it goes right there. There goes the OC spray. That's Antifa right there. That is Antifa. That guy you saw right there in the hoodie, that is Antifa. These guys that look, these aren't Trump supporters. That's Antifa. They're egging people on. And we saw this all throughout the day. But as you notice, I'm to the right of the door because all the smoke and everything is going towards the left. It's like I'm not inhaling that. That stuff is no joke. VYN, FYI, what does that mean? I don't even know who you are that made that comment. They're constantly spraying this stuff out, trying to get people out of the chamber. Yeah, that's Antifa right there. That's not a Trump supporter. You notice he's got nothing of Trump or anything on him? Most of the Trump supporters are wearing vibrant colors. They're wearing something of red, different colors. That guy's wearing all black. Yep, exactly. Top secret from Pelosi. Top security from Pelosi. So how the smoke bombs, umbrellas, batons, etc. get in there. Exactly. Like I said, Pelosi is to blame for all this. I'm 100% in agreement with that. And I tell you what, because she provides security for the entire Capitol building. She failed to do her job. She failed to listen to her staff members, to her top brass that's under her command. They told her weeks in advance that an attack was imminent. She told them to stand down. Even this day, when the police were out there trying to stop people, they were told to stand down. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. Okay, yep, a little too much. So now I'm walking over to the west side.
Jesus Christ, don't fucking
Yep, that was me. I could not believe that there were still calls to destruction. You know, like I said, many people were trying to tell them not to do that. That's not who we were, but it's not Trump supporters that were actually doing it. It was Antifa. Yeah, exactly. Watch tan pants, gray and black tops with some small backpacks, all look brand new. Yeah, they were. They were all Antifa. They were instigating. They were the ones that were actually causing the destruction. Some wore vibrant colors of Trump's to look like Trump supporters, but they weren't. But yeah, this is the West Side lawn. Okay, now Mark's actually on the phone talking to somebody. I'm just trying to get. I'm like, I gotta get away. I gotta get some fresh air because you can still smell the OC and pepper spray there in the air. And so I'm just trying to cleanse myself a little bit. But you'll see Mark and I, we'll go over here. There's actually a huge police line up here that we actually get up to. You can see them a little bit right there. But matter of fact, I'm just going to fast forward just a little bit just till we get up there. Oh, come on. Did I pass it already? Nah, there we go. So here's the actual police line. Now wait until I lift the camera up. You can see how deep they are.
Yeah, Mark, let me get there.
Yeah, like a picture up top looking down.
Yep.
I am offended that you guys are not
It looks like they're going to try and go in there. So we need to get our exit strategy.
Look at that. Here's all the officers. Man, look at them all back there. This is where they all were. Yes, guided tour. Absolutely. Red 5 Golf, this is actually footage that I got on January 6th a year ago. For those that don't know, Mark Ludwig, myself, Cash Jackson, CG Abernathy, we're actually there for a permanent event that was supposed to happen on the east side. But because of this, it didn't take place. So we happened to be there, and since we were there under VLN, RFIRN, and AFESP, we figured we'd get some footage while we were there. There's no point in just leaving. So we stayed and did our reporting like we do. You know, we're investigative journalists, and this is what we do. No, Red 5 Golf, there was damage, but there was no fires. There was no fires. And this, because it's a, I don't know, I still don't think that this is as bad as what's happened months prior to this. But it happened all across over the U.S. with the looting and the burning down of cities and, you know, nothing. This is not compared to that. Matter of fact, those were worse than this any day. Any day of the week, literally, the burning of cities and looting of businesses, that's worse than this. Nobody lost their jobs over this. You know, they still had a place to go. Yeah, for 3 years, actually. Yeah, you're right. For months. You know, look what happened a week prior to this. Me, Anthony Sabelli, and Frank Can, we were down in D.C. for another Trump rally that took place. And that night, Antifa and Proud Boys actually clashed. I got footage of that, too. All three of us, we were out there getting beef footage of this. Okay, here we are right now. Now we're on the actual steps of the inaugurational platform. So right here is actually the door where they're trying to break into. But yes, so weeks prior to this, me, Anthony Sabelli, and Frank Cam were all in D.C. getting footage of everything that was going on, and we got both sides of the spectrum. But yeah, you can see that, you know, it's only select few. The majority of the people aren't causing any destruction. There were officers that were taken, but were given right back to the police line. Matter of fact, there's one right there. They're trying to stop it from happening. Yeah, you see the one with the helmet right there? Yeah, you'll see people stop it from happening. So this guy in the cowboy hat, see, look at him. Look at him. They're stopping them from attacking the officer. God, man, my mouth's getting dry. Yeah, CNN wasn't out there. I saw no media cameras out there whatsoever. Only freelancers like myself and Cash and Mark. Yeah, there was no other mainstream media. MSNBC, Fox 5, channels, ABC 7, CNN. Did not see any of them out there until later on. Once we got off the podium, when they started pushing people off, finally everyone started to go. None of the mainstream media was out there. None of them. But yeah, here's the officer right there. So you actually got people protecting him, stopping people from trying to hurt him. I said, if it wasn't for myself, Cash, CJ, Mark, and all the other people out there that was recording everything that was going on, none of this would have been reported correctly. Matter of fact, it still wasn't even reported correctly. Especially on the left-wing media networks, they made it seem worse than what it actually was. Marxism has taken hold. Yeah, absolutely, Red 5 Golf. You're absolutely correct on that. But yeah, Cash and CJ are actually to my right at this time. They're up here against the wall behind. Matter of fact, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So yeah, you'll see some things being thrown inside the door. You'll see gas. You see the gas right there coming out. Most of these people that are cause of destruction right here are trying to break in. They've all been taken into custody. Some have already faced charges. Some have already been found guilty. Some are waiting to be charged or be placed in front of a judge. Yeah, now you hear CJ and Cash asking about the radio. Let's go fast forward. So now I'm moving a little bit. Anybody find a phone? Yeah, that phone's long gone. Right. Red Wolf, you know what? I'm going to pause it right there for a second. I'm going to pause it right there because Red 5 Golf actually just made a comment here. It says, no charges for insurrection. You're absolutely correct. No charges for insurrection. They only got charged for entering a government facility, trespassing, loitering, assault on officers, but no charges for insurrection. No charges for insurrection whatsoever. So how can they call this an insurrection if they're not going to charge people for being insurgents? So yes, Red 5 Golf, you're 100% correct on that. Thank you for bringing that point up. I really do appreciate that. I was going to get to that afterwards, but you had already said it. I wanted to address that right now. Thank you. So yeah.
Dude, man, wait until you see the footage of me literally being 5 feet away from the door on the other side.
Yeah, you can hear me telling Cash that I got 5 feet away from the door on the east side.
I had to step away from the door. As soon as the barricade went down, everyone stood still. I went. I went.
Yep, see? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, should I go? Should I not go? And I was like, fuck it.
And then Alex Jones was going up the steps. So I want to follow him, and I'm literally like, one of these
Insurrection. Heck of a word. I don't think they looked up the definition up. You know what? I think you're right, seeking serenity.
Oh, it was insane, dude.
No, I know exactly what Red 5 Golf. I know exactly what you mean. I'm just saying I'm using insurrection because that's what the media is saying. I call it the so-called insurrection. But yeah, I get away from the pepper spray a little bit. You know, Cash and CJ had to do the same thing. It was just getting to be a little too much. I know our voices were harsh the next couple days. But yeah, there are people walking back towards the White House, or people still coming towards the Capitol. Actually, seeking serenity. If they're posting it on social media, it is not private. It is not their page. Facebook actually owns it. Unfortunately, you got to read your terms of service. You do not have any constitutional rights under the First Amendment on social media. Read your terms of service. Yeah, see, now they're all starting to prep up because they're trying to push people off the inauguration platform. So yeah, they're getting ready for it. Yep, exactly, Red 5 Golf. Facebook took all your rights away when you clicked on that little box. Absolutely, you're 100% correct. I said my main Facebook page was shut down by Facebook for actually posting one of these videos. But this is the reason why I'm on YouTube now instead of Facebook. I pretty much told Facebook to, shit, I'll let you think of the word. Those strange posts are computer trolls. Absolutely. Well, did you hear about their so-called fact checkers? They're not even fact checkers. It's just random people. Let's fast forward a little bit. So yeah, this is almost over. Like I said, I'm just showing y'all footage that I was able to obtain. Everything can be seen on our YouTube channel. These videos are up on our YouTube channel. You can also go to RFIRN.com, our webpage. You can actually find them under the video section too. The page is still under construction. We're adding new things as we come along. When we do live feeds, we want our lives to actually be shown on our website at the same time. We are working on to make that happen. Opinions are facts. Not all the time, Red 5 Golf. Not all the time. I wouldn't say all opinions are. Because opinions are just like assholes. We all have them. And some are just more smellier than others.
Where'd that one come from?
But yeah, you can still hear the bangs. Matter of fact, up here in the corner, you can see smoke. They set off another smoke bomb over here.
No, you're good, you're good.
But if you notice up here, right where my mouse is circling, they're starting to push people out because they're trying to secure and try to finally push people off. At that point, we decided to, actually, that's enough. Yes, they sent me a request 3 times in the past year to become a fact checker. I wronged my hands together and laughed, creepily saying, yes, let me. They must not have fact checked me. That's awesome, Seeking Serenity. Oh, see, here comes the smoke again. The pepper spray and the OC spray, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. That stuff is nothing to mess with, folks. I said I had eaten a lot of that throughout the day. So did Cash and Mark. Mark did too, but he started having some breathing problems, so he was actually down towards the road at this point. But yeah, see, they've already got all that cleared out now. Yeah, this is the end of it here. We actually met up with, like I said, mainstream media. They wasn't there the entire time. Once we got down to the grassy area on the West Lawn, that's when we started seeing the actual mainstream media. And that was Cash right there you just saw. But yeah, I do want to show you this one last video real quick. It was actually on the Washington Monument. This is where Mark and I were, because we got down there before Cash did, because they left after we did.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing.
So this was the National Mall. It is packed. The ellipse is over here, where the stage is at. Might want to get hit with a copyright because the music, I do not own rights to the music whatsoever. So yeah, there's the stage right there. That's the stage right there. Let me go ahead and make this bigger. Stage is right there. That's where Trump's going to be speaking at right here. So yeah, that's where we were first thing in the morning. Like I said, we left in the middle of the speech and headed up to the Capitol building to meet up with our point of contact. So there it is right there. There's the stage. So he's actually speaking right now. But like I said, Mark and I, we wound up leaving halfway through the speech. So yeah, that was the entire take of what I witnessed that day. They were expecting more people to react, and they did not get the results they wanted. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I do believe that 100%. They're blaming Trump for the insurrection as if he incited it. Nowhere in his speech or in his previous talks to the people, to his supporters, did he ever say about cause and destruction. Matter of fact, he even frowned upon anything that happened months prior to that. Look what happened at the Serenity Church right there, just down from the White House, that he actually went and stood in front of. Who burned that one down? Wait a minute, wasn't that BLM and Antifa? Absolutely, that was BLM and Antifa. I remember the night that happened. I was actually down in D.C. that night that happened. Unfortunately, I wasn't in that section. I was actually about 5 blocks towards the east when all that was going on. I was doing some other film work. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll show you. I'll show you some of the other footage that we got here. Where is it at? It is. All right. So this is.
All right. So Antifa and the Proud Boys have just linked up right here on F Street. We have a guy that don't mind.
Yeah, we're actually getting up behind Antifa. Yeah, I'll fast forward. So yeah, Anthony Cimbelli's right there. That's Anthony Cimbelli. So this is literally weeks prior to the insurrection on January 6th. This happened in December. So here's Antifa. This is Antifa right here. All this is Antifa. So the police line right there. Proud Boys are just down the street.
I wouldn't even cross. I would just stay right here.
This is after that one Trump rally that lasted all day. We marched. They marched all the way to the Supreme Court. Antifa was up there too, and some of them got arrested and so forth. Proud Boys and Antifa were trying to clash there, but the police were able to stop it from happening. But they did clash this night, and I'll show you some of that footage too. Oh yeah, they had scooters out there. If I'm not mistaken, it was this one right here. It was this one right here. It may even be this girl right here because this is a female right there. She was actually thrown off the scooter while trying to stab somebody. I'll show you that in just a second. Let's see here.
Where you at?
So yeah, we're trying to speak to Frank Ken because Frank Ken actually followed them. So yeah, we're following Antifa right now.
Actually, I might be able to go live now too.
So hold on, let me pull up another one. Actually, I'm trying to. Which one is it this one? Again, I do not own the rights to the music. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn the sound off so y'all can't hear it. As you notice, we're staying in partners because I think this might be the video. Yeah, see, they're starting. Antifa's starting fires. They're setting fire to a flag, American flag. Police are putting it out. Look, they got shields. Yeah, like I said, this is weeks prior to the insurrection on January 6th. This is Antifa right here. They literally clashed with Proud Boys several occasions. All right, there's people trying to enjoy some a drink and a dinner, and they're interrupting. Look at the umbrella. I swear to God, I knew that guy from somewhere. He looked like my previous attorney. Swear, he looks like my previous attorney. Oh. They took his hat. They took his hat. That's what it was. They took his hat. There's another guy who's going to come out here screaming too. Just watch this. I'm just going to let it play here. Yeah, Seeking Serenity, I have watched hours of this as well. But I witnessed this firsthand. Let me get to the next one. Yeah, it's down over here where a guy comes out literally screaming, "You're wrecking my business. You're effing with my life." There he is. That's the guy I'm talking about. Let me back up just a little bit because you guys want to watch this. No, I see your comments. I see your comments. But this guy you're about to see, the one in the red sweater, he makes a lot of good sense. Fast and the Furious, huh? Nah, not really. But Antifa fucks with this dude. Pardon my French. Comrades on me, comrades on me. Wow. Excuse me. Here we go. The guy in the red sweater. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Y'all like I don't know my fucking life matter, man. I'm a nigga. I'm the black life.
Yeah, they were still playing music. That's why I had the volume off. I do apologize, but they stopped playing it.
You in the second place.
Watch the guy with the skateboard. That's all I'm going to say is watch the guy with the skateboard.
I fight like hell. Put the phone I fight like hell.
This guy had several vending tables that were out there that were destroyed by Antifa. That's the reason why this guy is so pissed.
No, that's my brother right here. This is my fucking brother. This is my fucking brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. Your voice not in this. Your voice not in this. That's my brother right there. You're my sister, but he's my brother. How y'all calling me racist?
You guys, here's my black friend. I'm not racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
I love my brothers. I love my black brothers.
I don't love you, so please get out this
Oh,
fucking space.
my black life don't
I know, I'm sorry. I'm not black people. We love black people.
I don't like that food shit around here. I like Trump and my black life go now.
You will actually see them destroy a couple of his tables here shortly. So this is in D.C., ladies and gentlemen. This is in D.C.
You the white man. You are the white man. You the half white man. Hey, it's okay. I'm racist to one of your black white. There we go. What did you see?
They actually set the guy's hat on fire.
What that nigga at? Give me that nigga. Give me the nigga. Give me the nigga. Give me that nigga. That what y'all want? Give me that nigga. Mono ain't mono. Back the motherfucking man. You real
Do it like it was back in the old days in the streets when it was 1-on-1, not 20-on-1.
What's going on? Black Lives Matter told me my black lives don't matter. Yo, dumb ass. I'm gonna beat that $20 hat out your ass, dude.
But yet the left's going to sit there and say that none of this happened, right? They're saying that only racist people were Trump supporters. But you're looking at Antifa being extremely racist to that guy. But yeah, it's only Trump supporters, right? It's only Proud Boys, right?
This is what happened when you're fat and racist. Oh shit! It's the body machine. What?
See? That's the hat right there. It's on fire now.
That's what happened when you're fat. You don't like the shit. You get fat.
No, it wasn't a bomb. I thought it was. I thought it was. It wasn't. It was actually. It was one of the fire things that were in the restaurant.
Okay, squeeze bar. Thank you. Jesus. That is warm.
But there were M40s that were set off at the plaza, which is where the Trump rally started that the day before. Okay, right there's the tables. Right there's the tables right there. They were flipped upside down. You'll see it here in just a second. There it goes. You see them right there. They just flipped the tables right there.
Watch your backs. Watch your backs.
Yeah, they just destroyed that. The same guy in the red sweater. They just destroyed his table right there.
He's here.
Don't put that phone on the ground. Put the phone on the ground.
There's the guy in the red sweater right there. Yeah, they just destroy his business.
On you, Blue.
Go that way. Go that way.
Oh, sorry.
Now, this guy had every right to be pissed.
Street vendor just got trashed.
That's some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Pussies, bro. Ain't nobody want to fight 1-on-1. Somebody want to fucking sideswipe me. Y'all motherfucking pussies, bro.
That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it's
That's some fucking pussy ass shit. You
Cops ain't do shit, and the cops ain't do shit about it.
Nah, I got hit. I'm talking about my motherfucking head. My shit taken. My shit clean. It's some bullshit. Y'all want to come out here and start some motherfucking bullshit. We out here having a good night. Everything. We having a good motherfucking time. Y'all want to start some shit.
You made your shit right over. Hey,
Look at my shit. This is not our kids. Doing nothing to nobody, bro. They just attacked me. Back up. That's it. This is my shit.
Go.
And y'all telling me to go there. Y'all gonna do my shit. What you gonna do with my shit? Go. And then you motherfucker took me to jail this morning. I went to fucking jail this morning. Y'all took me to D1 this morning.
Clean up all your shit for you.
Y'all took me to D1 this morning, dog.
Yeah, literally, you'll hear the explosion here in just a moment. They're literally setting fires right there. There's one right there. It's an American flag. I actually tried to get over there to grab it, but they wouldn't let me go.
American flag.
They set off M80s too. You'll hear me goes, was that an M80? You'll see the officer turn around and be like, yep.
All right? God bless our blue. Fuck you. Fuck you. God bless Donald Trump. God bless our military. God bless our police. You guys are fucking nothing. You guys are tiny. You guys are
Frick was that?
Hey, get back. Go back over there. Don't walk behind.
What the? Sorry.
Get back. Do not walk up on our line.
I didn't mean anything.
You guys got little fucking dicks. You guys are
Was that an M80 that just went off? Good God.
You hear the officer? Yeah.
You guys are fucking cool.
Hey,
Fuck you guys. Stay here. You guys are fucking shit. Back our fucking flu. Back our fucking flu, motherfuckers.
He gets this little female officer here.
USA! USA!
And there's another one. You can see the smoke from it right there.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, this is Freedom Plaza that they're setting ablaze right now. Like I said, during that Trump rally, this is where the Trump rally started at.
I've never had to see any.
Matter of fact, you can see the tip right there to the right.
Fucking assholes! You're fucking assholes!
I actually had my light on, didn't realize it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blind you guys.
You can't fucking afford to leave the country! You can't afford to leave your mom! You little fucking dick! You little fucking dick! All right?
They are setting fire to Freedom Plaza.
There's another fire going on right there.
Yeah, you little bitch!
So you got one here, got another one there. There was another one that was started down over here too.
Fuck up, all of you! Get fired!
Are they burning the flag?
Yes. They've already put two on fire.
Back up, blue! Back up, blue! Back up, blue!
But yet, they said that January 6th was worse than this. They say January 6th was worse than what took place in Chicago and Ferguson and Baltimore and all across the U.S., right? They said that the insurrection was worse than that, where they actually set business ablaze, looted, just destroyed people's property.
I'm not blinding the blue.
And of course, it's always the left that's always saying that.
Y'all definitely please stay safe.
Go get a fucking job! Get a fucking job!
I even asked him if I can run over and grab that flag. Honestly, Seeking Serenity, they needed to bring in the National Guard for this. The police can only do so much.
Exactly. Y'all concerned about where the fuck I'm standing, man. That's my shit. I pay for that.
Man, that guy has every right to be pissed. Every right to be pissed. I felt his pain.
Not stopping from walking. And I'm walking with my flagpole, some more shit I paid for. And I'm gonna walk down the street. I ain't bothering no motherfucking body. I'm walking down the street. My taxi paid for. So my taxi paid you check. You tell me I can't walk down the street.
Get him. He's not with us. I know, but get him back. It's not solving anything.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So let me get to the next one because I want to show you guys the where the Proud Boys and Antifa actually clashed. This girl was on something. Oh my Lord, this girl was on something.
Go ahead, Frank. Had a knife.
Yep, here we go. This is the one.
Grabbed it from him.
I didn't actually see it because I was facing the other way. But Proud Boys and Antifa were clashing here. Yeah, watch this crap. Like I said, remember that scooter that I pointed out earlier. Remember that scooter I pointed out earlier. Right there. There's the scooter right there. Watch this.
Yeah, they're clashing right here.
Oh, I remember. This is my back was killing me. Yeah, they're fighting over there. So at this point, we are following the Proud Boys, and Antifa and Proud Boys are clashing. She fell off the scooter.
Hey, the Antifa man just had a knife. Just tried to stab somebody. One of the Proud Boys grabbed it from him.
Hey, do not touch her!
Yeah, don't touch her.
Get the fuck away from her! Play stupid game, stupid prizes, bitch!
She wound up getting transported to the hospital. But yeah, she tried to stab somebody in the process on the back of a scooter. She wound up falling off.
And she had a knife.
She's definitely concussed. Stuff and cuff. I would actually say that this night, Proud Boys actually won this one. Antifa got their butts reamed. Seriously. That was Anthony that was waving. Up there, as another member of Antifa, they're attacking.
Waiting for police.
At this point, my back is done. I stopped running.
All right, they just called it in. Oh, my Lord. I'm done running.
See? I literally just hurt my back at work a couple days prior to that. But I was still trying to get footage as much as I could. But yeah, I really wanted to show you a little bit of that. Like I said, that was weeks. That was weeks prior to the insurrection. Okay, and that happened in D.C. That was literally the night after the one Trump rally from Freedom Plaza to the steps of the Supreme Court. And yeah, so this night was actually worse than January 6th. What happened in Chicago and Ferguson and Baltimore and all the other cities across the U.S. where, you know, people's businesses were looted, businesses were burned, you know, people's livelihoods destroyed, you know, is worse than what happened on January 6th, in my humble opinion. So that's it. I don't know how. I showed you all, you know, my whole intake on the insurrection, or the so-called insurrection, the footage that I had gotten, that I was able to obtain that day down there on January 6th. Like I said, we were down there for a legal permanent event that never took place because of the insurrection. But as an investigative journalist, I'm not going to run from a story, and that was definitely a story, and it's one that I don't regret, you know, doing. You know, that's a huge story right there, and yeah, thank you, Seeking Serenity. I really do appreciate that. And right now, I mean, even the hairs on the back of my arms are standing up because I still can't believe what I witnessed on January 6th. I can't believe what I witnessed, you know, during that rally right there, and, you know, Proud Boys and Antifa going at each other. You know, it's a shame that our country has gotten so divided. You know, but as much as I possibly can, I live just north of D.C. Whenever there's situations like this, I do tend to try to get down there as much as possible, either through VLN or through RFIRN. It depends on who I'm with at the time. Like the videos you just saw was through VLN. I was down there with Anthony Sabelli and Frank Han, as well as a couple others. Who else was down there? I know Connie Reguli was there during the day. I don't know if she stayed until the next day. I know we slept in the hotel that was just down the street from where Proud Boys and Antifa first met up that night. And I was going to go home that night, but by the time everything got done, the metro was already closed, and so unfortunately, I just wound up crashing on one of the other beds that was in the hotel room. Shared the bed with somebody. That's what you do for each other when you're working as a team. You try to accommodate as much as possible for everybody. But it's 10:51 here Eastern time. I got to get some sleep. Depending on the weather, it's not snowing yet. Well, it doesn't appear to be snowing yet here, but I know we're supposed to be getting a massive snowstorm sometime tonight going into tomorrow. So I want to thank you all for joining me and being patient while we went through my footage of the insurrection on January 6th, as well as a little bit of what happened, weeks prior to that with Antifa and Proud Boys clashing with each other. And if you're just tuning in, you'll be able to see this video later on. If you actually want to see the footage, the full footage, the videos are up on our website, under RFIRN.com. Under the video section, there's 3 videos. One from the National Mall, on Washington Monument during Trump's speech. And then you'll see the one from the east side, and then there's another one that goes from the north to the west side. So if you missed those videos, please go see them there. I do believe the ones from the previous rallies were also up on our YouTube channel. So definitely take a look at those. We will be coming out with more videos. We just returned back to live stream again after taking a year off. I've been doing things behind the scenes with VLN and stuff like that. But as far as RFIRN, we are returning. We were supposed to return Sunday, but unfortunately I was dealing with a massive migraine due to the extreme drop in temperature, which I am much better now. That's why I'm doing a live feed tonight. But this Sunday, we are going to be doing a live from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have Dr. Sammy Espinoza from Mexico coming on to share her story, as well as her oldest son is going to be joining us. Both were on the Christmas marathon that we did on Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Which ended around 1:15ish on the 26th. That video, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I know several of you have asked me, when will that video be able to be seen? It is still being processed. It was a 28-hour and 8-minute video live feed that we did for Christmas Marathon. We don't know when it's going to be ready. Right now we're at the hands and mercy of YouTube. They are processing it. We will see. We are checking twice a day to see if it's been processed and ready to be viewed. When it does, we will let everybody know. So we do apologize for those who wish to go back and see that. We were hoping it would have been done for New Year's and everybody would have been able to go back and watch it. But we will keep everybody appraised on when that will be able to be seen again. But until this Sunday, when we come back on with Dr. Sammy Espinoza and her son, we'll see you then. Thank you for watching.
I'm sorry. But I don't want to be and that's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate. Only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!